Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors. The La Quinta High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard is led by Colonel Taylor and Master Sergeant Murray. Jessica Tamblin, ASB Executive and Senior Class Vice President, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Everybody please place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jessica. We will now play the national anthem. Please remain standing. It will be sung by senior graduate Carlin Schaefer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, and you may be seated. Good evening. Welcome, Blackhawk Nation, to the 2018 graduation ceremony. Welcome to the families, friends, staff, supporters, and guests of this outstanding class. I am Rudy Wilson, the proud principal of this incredible school. Before we get into the heart of tonight's ceremony, on behalf of the La Quinta High School administrative team, which includes Mr. Lorenzo Delgado, Mr. Michael McNara, acting assistant principal, Ann Reinhagen, Mr. Michael Schneider, and Mr. Sean Webb, I would like to recognize our honored guest. First, from the Board of Trustees, Mr. Donald Griffith. and Board President, Mr. Gary Tomac. I would also welcome our school superintendent, Mr. Scott L. Bailey. My personal gratitude to the Board of Trustees and the superintendent for always providing courageous leadership and taking care of this great community. It is an honor to serve in Desert Sands. Thank you. We'd also like to welcome the representative from Congressman Raul Reese's office, which is Peter Karlstrom. From the La Quinta City Council, and thank you for always being a great community partner, Mayor Linda Evans. Mrs. Kathleen Fitzpatrick, Mayor Pro Tem. Mr. John Pena, Council Member. Dr. Robert Ratty, Council Member. And Mr. Steve Sanchez, Council Member. Tonight you'll have a special keynote speaker, Dr. Gautam Lalani. He is a graduate of La Quinta High School from the class of 1998. He's got a great story. We also have with us tonight Laura Fisher, who is the Assistant Superintendent over Student Services. And my two very, very special guests. First of all, I want to welcome them back home. They're also the two most recent past principals of La Quinta High School and very respected colleagues. Dr. Rebecca Cook, Director of Personnel. Dr. Cook was principal at La Quinta High School for 3 years, and Dr. Donna Salazar, Assistant Superintendent over Personnel. Dr. Salazar was the principal of La Quinta High School for about 10 years. Several years ago, I heard Dr. Salazar talk about how much he loved La Quinta High School. She would frequently comment on how special this school was. In my experience, most administrators would say the same thing about their school. However, Dr. Salazar said this with the same degree of pride that a mother would say about something that their child just accomplished, something like graduating from La Quinta High School. Long before I became principal of La Quinta High School, I knew there was something special about La Quinta. A year into my tenure as principal here, I now truly understand. Thanks to the absolute dedication of the individuals like Dr. Salazar, Dr. Cook, the hundreds of teaching staff throughout the years, and the hundreds of support staff. And by the way, teachers and staff, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. In addition to the staff, there are thousands of families who provide tremendous support to both our students and our school. There is also the crucial support we all receive from the talented professionals at the district office. While all of that is true, what makes this school so special are the students. It gives me tremendous confidence to know these fine young men and women will be in the world as future leaders. Given all the issues this generation has faced, will continue to face, and be asked to resolve, it is important for all of us to know the character and potential of this class. John C. Maxwell defined leadership by stating a leader is one who knows the way, who goes the way, and who shows the way. He goes on to say a leader can provide the difference between success and failure and have real-world consequences. He provided 10 characteristics of a leader, all of which are present in this class of 2018. By way of example, number 1, honesty and integrity. As I look across these outstanding human beings in front of me, I think of a few people. Juan Ramon Reese, who is just a gentleman and a scholar. Adria Burton, who is just great all around. The second one was confidence. Devin Doyle, who is blessed with talent and a great sense of community. Ricardo Tong, who lives his life through the view. He lives his life through the view that the glass is always half full. Number 3, inspiration. Hannah Durkee has the ability to appeal. She has the ability to appeal to all of our better angels. Karina Maciel believes all things are possible, and somehow she helps you to believe the same. Andrew Hunter. Simply put, if you know Andrew, you love Andrew, and by the way, Andrew, you inspire people every day. Number 4, commitment and passion. Santiago Magana, he is a great human being and a proud Blackhawk. You will always be remembered, and you will make a fantastic physician someday. Molly Pisa, who is absolutely determined to succeed. Tatiana Woodworth, who is laser focused on what is important. Kayla Alagos, she has a big heart to serve others. Number 5, good communicator. Angie Soria. She has a gift, a calling, and a sense of purpose. Number 6, decision-making capabilities. Kevin Ayala. He is a consummate leader, and you can only help notice, but he's a great dresser as well. He will be a formidable attorney someday. Anthony Tellez. It took me a few weeks on the job to realize that Anthony was not an employee, he was a student. That's how convincing of a leader is, and that is an absolutely true story. Number 7, accountability. Jaden Weaver. She has a quiet confidence about her and understand what it takes to hit her goals. Hira Singh has a strong sense of family and responsibility. Number 8, delegation and empowerment. Zoe Hammonds, who is incredibly influential. Nico Spinella, born to serve a higher cause. Spencer Lowell, always willing to serve others. Ileana Valdez, she can simply motivate the unmotivated. Number 9, creativity and innovation. Stephanie Vasquez. She is simply mastering the art of breaking down barriers. Paul Casey. Paul's challenge in life is to blaze a new trail and become his own man. Amanda Wilkerson. She has the courage to be different and is guided by her passion. And finally, number 10, Gordon Haskell. He's genuinely a kind and compassionate human being. And last but not least, Nathan Sanchez Garza. He's simply a kind soul. For the 556 equally talented students I could not mention tonight, I would ask you to remember 2 things. First, to borrow a phrase, what you do matters. Second, at some point in time, you will be expected to know the way, go the way, and show the way. You will be expected to lead. As Mr. Maxwell has defined, La Quinta High School's graduating class has everything it needs to provide the necessary leadership to solve even the most challenging issues of their generation. As principal, I am truly grateful to have spent a year with this amazing class. To the entire Blackhawk Nation, I say to you, the future is very bright. To the class of 2018, thank you for simply being amazing. I would like to bring up Mr. Gary Tomac. As with all members of the board, Mr. Tomac has always been a great supporter of La Quinta High School. It is a pleasure to have him provide a welcome from the Board of Trustees tonight. Mr. Tomac.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. On behalf of the Desert Sands Board of Education and Superintendent Scott Bailey, welcome and good evening, parents, grandparents, relatives, teachers and staff, and friends of tonight's graduates. And I'd like to begin this evening by saying congratulations and well done, La Quinta High School Blackhawks graduates, class of 2018. Once again, La Quinta High was listed as one of the best high schools in America and ranked a silver medal by U.S. News and World Report. Academics, athletics, and the arts. Those of us surrounding you tonight, here on the stage and in the stands, are proud of your accomplishments in each of these areas. But it's your forward thinking that is even more impressive. You can see that in your yearbook. The first page of your yearbook, titled Ambition, highlights a future lifetime of continued achievement. The second page, the phrase "be bold," emphasizes your desire to venture out and challenge yourselves in new ways. And on page 3, Academics, spotlights your ever-increasing quest for knowledge. There are so many great things to say about La Quinta High School and tonight's graduates. I could say them, but students, you have said it the best. On academics, listen to co-valedictorian Sienna Sutton's stated quote, "I expected to get a quality education that would allow me to excel in my future. I think my expectations have been surpassed." Or Brittany Jeremio, "Each class has helped me learn useful things." Many students have completed La Quinta High School career tech programs, medical health, public service, information technology, culinary arts. Senior Evelyn Velasco said, "Culinary helped me learn a lot of useful skills that I'll take on into my future." And Senior Isabella Clark has added, "My internship has really helped me open my eyes to what my future can be." La Quinta High School's athletes have competed at the highest levels. Seated here tonight are DVL champions in girls cross country, soccer, water polo, and track, boys water polo, basketball, and wrestling. This year's boys track and cross country teams were recognized as having the highest average GPAs in their respective sports in Riverside County. And just this past week, congratulations to the La Quinta High School baseball team, who are CIF champions. What contributes to this success? In sports, soccer and football player Logan Prescott speaks for all athletes in saying, "I've become more disciplined, organized, and work with others as a team with one goal." And water polo player Spencer Lowell has said, "It takes a lot of work, but it's totally rewarding." And in academics, these are the words of co-valedictorian Adria Burton, "If you work hard, the rest will follow." In addition to academics and athletics, art and the performing arts play a big part of La Quinta High School. The bands of La Quinta, under musician and teacher Michael Fleischman, regularly perform around the community. Recently, our literature and performing arts students highlighted Literature Live, where hundreds of community members were entertained through characters who came alive from books studied throughout the years. Senior Mariah Madrano speaks of the value of art when she says, "Art inspires me to be creative." And Senior Santiago Magana speaks on behalf of all La Quinta High School students. "We try to get involved in our community." The graduates here tonight do so much more than expected. Actors Anonymous, Blackhawks on Broadway, stage production, Tough Guys and Gals, the dance team, the Winter Guard, and cheer, and so many other activities. Congratulations to our IB program students and full IB diploma candidates who successfully completed a rigorous academic curriculum recognized by universities worldwide. And to say this wasn't enough work, IB senior Kevin Ayala received his pilot's license just a couple of weeks ago. Congratulations to those members of ASB and mock trial and debate, a fashion and key club and the environmental club. And to those who are planning to be future teachers, we wish you the very best. Come back to La Quinta. And lastly, congratulations to the members of the Junior ROTC and those graduates who plan to serve in our nation's military to protect our freedoms. At this time, I'd like to recognize 4 of our students so far that have been selected or will be in. I know we have a couple more that are waiting the list. Isela Chavez, Molly Pisa, Carlos Diaz, and Kalia Garcia will all be entering military service. And also, I'd like to recognize Lauren Humphreys, who has been selected to attend the U.S. Air Force Academy, and Peyton Duncan, who was admitted to the U.S. Naval Academy. As you leave here tonight, consider that everyone at the top of their profession started just as you are starting here tonight, graduating from high school. They continued their education. They gained and improved their working skills. Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, once flipped burgers at McDonald's. Computer icon Michael Dell washed dishes at a restaurant. Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City, once was a parking lot attendant. Lloyd Blankfein, the CEO of Goldman Sachs, probably one of the most powerful bankers in the world, used to sell concessions at Yankee Stadium. And Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, was once a salesman at the computer store. I mention these successful people to point out, in order to be successful yourselves, do what successful people do. Read what they read, study what they studied, and use their career path as a guide to yours. To those who merely say, life is good, reply to them, you've set the bar too low, because life is grand. There is so much yet to see and to do and to learn. The world is filled with people who have set their bar too low and now are unhappy where they have settled and what they have failed to achieve. All limitations are self-imposed. We encourage you to strive to become a leader in your chosen field. Graduates, consider what your world looked like just 4 years ago when you entered La Quinta High School, and just imagine what your world will look like 4 years in the future. What jobs will be created in the next several years, and how will you prepare yourselves? Tonight, you have successfully reached your first goal. It's not just a milestone, it's a stepping stone. And tomorrow, you take your next step to advance your education, your skills, and your abilities to reach future goals. Set a plan for next year. Set a plan for where you want to be in 5 years and in 10. And consider what would be your ideal job in your ideal career for your ideal company in your ideal location. And write it down, look at it regularly, and work toward it. But regardless of your plans, whether it be to immediately attend college, join the military, or enter public service, or seek employment, take the time to savor the beauty of the world, its sights, its sounds, its aromas, and its tastes. Travel to the great cities of America and to far-off world capitals. Explore museums and galleries and view man's talents and achievements. And experience concerts and artistic performances. Take time to see and enjoy our nation's national parks and our monuments. And in closing, I'd just like to add a few words from author Jack London as you consider your future. I would rather be a superb meteor, every atom of me in a magnificent glow, than a permanent and sleepy planet. Man's chief purpose is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days trying to prolong them. I shall use my time. Use your time wisely, graduates, and again, congratulations, La Quinta Blackhawk graduates class of 2018.
And now we will bring up Mr. Michael Schneider, Assistant Principal, to introduce our senior speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Tomac, for those words of inspiration. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you La Quinta High School's 2018 Senior Class President, Samantha McQuixley Castro. As an active member of various extracurricular on-campus activities, Samantha has participated as a member of the Art Club, served as the executive treasurer of the Metra Club, and was involved in ASB for 3 years, leading as senior class president. In addition, Samantha attended many of the events held here on campus, voiced the opinions of the student body, was a peer tutor, and represented our diversity here at La Quinta High School during morning announcements. Furthermore, Samantha is a full IB diploma graduate and a 2018 senior scholar. Starting this fall, Samantha will pursue her career in civil engineering. Please make welcome Ms. McQuixley Castro.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Samantha McQuixley Castro, and I am your class of 2018 senior class president. Friends, faculty, family, and staff, I thank you for attending the graduation ceremony for the La Quinta High School class of 2018. Before I begin, I would like to specifically thank a few people. A big thank you to my parents, my sister, and my dog for being my unconditional support system throughout these past 4 years and always believing in me. I would also like to thank the people who have stuck with me, especially throughout these past 4 years, for inspiring me to do better and encourage me every day inside and outside of school. And a big thank you to Mrs. Bickford and Dr. Easley for being such helpful teachers who I thankfully got to learn from. As a class, we may not realize how much of a difference we make while in the moment, but it's easy to recognize the hard work we have all put in. Together, we won 8 DVL titles this past year, thanks to girls water polo, girls soccer, boys swim, boys basketball, wrestling, boys water polo, girls track, and girls cross country, with a special shout out to baseball for winning CIF this past week. We also broke the record for the biggest homecoming in the Valley with 1,158 tickets sold, and obviously won with the birdcage as the best spirit section. This year alone, we've been able to honor those in our community, such as Riley Rose, may she rest peacefully. Clearly, it's easy to realize how busy LQ has been, and it is all because of us. All of the events and triumphs that have occurred on this campus are because of the individual motivation and success in every one of us. Now, these past 4 years especially, a lot of decisions may have been made for us, whether it was the classes we took, the things we could do, or just the freedom we had. But after this, it doesn't matter what you did or didn't do, but rather what you plan to do with what you learned. We've come to know waking up early every morning, coming to school, going to class, going home, doing homework, and then to sleep, just to wake up and do it all over again. It's overdue that we start to be truly happy and put ourselves first. May we start to take care of ourselves and prepare for what awaits us, whether it's college, work, or the armed forces. Remember to do your best and focus on your bigger goals now that you have set for yourself. Let's not let the foolish situations get the best of us or the value of our time. Let us wake up to everything that has been around us this entire time, and let us flourish individually. Forget the ranking and competition and feuds that we've been taught to care about, but let's focus on ourselves for ourselves. Let your background empower you and stand up for the equality you deserve. Just remember that tomorrow will always be better, and it's never too late to start. We need to realize where we are as a generation, make a move to help climate change, stand up for the equality needed between the sexes, races, and ethnicities, Stand up for the injustices you see every day. Don't think these issues are too big for you to face. This isn't just homework and lessons plans anymore, but rather the real life we've been passively living in. I would like to give everyone here one last thank you. A thank you to the teachers who would do everything to help us succeed, like coming in 4 days a week after school to teach us more calculus. To our friends for getting us through the days that felt like they would never end. And to the athletes for keeping us as winners. To the scholars that have been able to reach the highest academics through AP and IB. To the academies for keeping us involved through PSA, culinary, MHA, junior ROTC, and to the talented for bringing the arts onto our campus through theater, dance, choir, band, and color guard. And to the leaders of the school for the nonstop events. Shout out to ASB. Quickly, I'd like to appreciate the senior board, Vice President Jessica Tamblin, Secretary Amy Blancarte, and Treasurer Karina Maciel. Through the help of you three, as well as the rest of the ASB class, we were able to plan such successful events such as Homecoming, the Senior Sunrise and Sunset, and the car show. Whether you accomplished your goals you had set for yourself these past 4 years, thank you for being here, because regardless of where you stand individually, we all made it here. All the hard work and sleepless nights have finally led us to savor this moment. Thank you and congratulations to us all.
If I could have all the members of the seniors band to join your colleagues, please. We are now going to do the presentation of the alma mater, and this will be led by Mr. Michael Fleischman and performed by the Black Hawk Brigade and Varsity Singers, excuse me.
Quinta High, we stand with pride and loyalty to thee. We owe victory, for we will be remembered. Hail Burgundy and blue, amongst the mountain view. To thee we sing our praises, the Quinta High.
Thank you. Tonight, as mentioned, you have a very special keynote speaker. It always gives you a sense of the history of a school when you realize that the alumni are out in the community doing amazing things. And to present our keynote speaker is none other than our lead counselor, Mrs. Carol Ramirez.
Good evening. Our guest tonight graduated from La Quinta High School in 1998. That was, of course, our pre-IB years, but he took every single AP and honors class that was available. And I know this because I looked up his transcripts. I could still get them. Wonderful student. After graduation, he went on to study bioengineering at UC Berkeley. Then on to Thomas Jefferson University in Philadelphia for medical school. His residency and fellowship were completed at UC San Diego in the specialty of cardio-electrophysiology, which is to study and treat heart rhythm disorders. He currently works at Kaiser Permanente in San Diego. He is a married father of 2 beautiful children. He also had 2 sisters that graduated from La Quinta after him. His very proud parents still live here in the desert and are here tonight. So please join me with a warm welcome for Dr. Gautam Lalani.
Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez and Dr. Wilson, for having me here tonight. Good evening, class of 2018. I'm really honored to be here tonight. It's been 20 years since I graduated from La Quinta High School in 1998. I was part of the first freshman class here and the first graduating class that spent all 4 years at La Quinta High School. I still remember nervously standing here on stage speaking in front of my own class that evening long ago. I have so many fond memories of high school. Much of what I learned here helped shape my future, and for that, I would like to sincerely thank all of my high school teachers. At the time that I started, this was the newest high school in the desert, and we did not know what to expect. But our class did experience many firsts here, including our first theater performances, jazz and band concerts, school pep rallies and dances, Friday night football games, and even our first DVL championships. I'm especially proud of being part of the 1996 boys tennis team under the guidance of Coach Adler. We helped establish many of the traditions that still continue today. In the end, we were able to be part of the history of what is now the leading high school in the Coachella Valley. I look around and see how large this school has become, and so proud to see so many graduating seniors, especially those with scholars. My graduating class was less than half this size, and to think back, the student body was so small that there were no 2-story classrooms, less academics, and in fact, the 300 wing of the school was closed for all 4 years I was here. Like many of you, I was the son of immigrant parents. My parents moved to this country to create a better future for themselves. They worked hard every day to give my sisters and me the life we have today, and I don't think I can ever thank them enough for that. They taught me to be well-rounded, to strive to be the best person I can, and to appreciate those who have greatly impacted my life, especially my teachers and mentors. Most of all, they taught me early on that education would be my greatest tool in the future. I spent many years in school and training to become a cardiac electrophysiologist. I get to work with a team of cardiovascular technicians, nurses, and fellow physicians to treat patients with irregular heart rhythm problems. I get to implant pacemakers, defibrillators, and most excitingly perform ablations, where, just like this morning, I use catheters to burn abnormal circuits in people's hearts. With current technology and computer mapping systems, it sometimes feels like playing a video game, except I don't get to start with 3 lives. When I was thinking of what to say to all of you, I thought of the advice I would have wanted when I was sitting in your seats many years ago. First off, don't let today fool you. Your education does not end here. But learning will come in many different forms, such as college and higher education, training programs, relationship and parenting, technology, your careers, and many other life experiences. Given the contribution of technology in every field, every generation has much more information to process than the prior ones. You have social media and information ready at your fingertips. We didn't have smartphones, Facebook, Google, or Wikipedia didn't exist, and we still had to use libraries and newspapers to get most of our information. And with this much data, it is going to be very important to educate yourself to be able to separate real from fake news. No matter what you do, knowledge will always be your strongest ally and defense. I'm still learning every day. In fact, just this past week, I had to ask my 8-year-old son to teach me about Common Core math so I can teach my 5-year-old daughter. Second, pursue a career you enjoy. I took a very long road to get to where I am today. 17 years of schooling and training after high school. But I truly love what I do, and with that end in mind, every step of the way was well worth it. It's disappointing when I see fellow colleagues unhappy with their career choices because they chose to pursue medicine for reasons other than true interest and inspiration. Remember, you'll spend most of your waking hours in your career, away from loved ones and other passions. In my opinion, it should be very worthwhile. When you do something you enjoy, it will motivate you to work towards excellence and continue to apply yourselves to the best of your abilities. Third, create a strong support network in each of your environments. Life is full of challenges, and none of us can do it alone. I have had friends, family, mentors, and colleagues in every step of my journey. You might even get a free airline seat these days for your best friend, claiming him or her as a support animal. I want you to think about those who have supported you to get to this great milestone in your lives. And whether it's parents, siblings, friends, or teachers, remember to show them your appreciation. Be a part of your community and be an active member of your community. This is the only way you'll be able to make the changes that you wish to see. And most importantly, remember to make time for yourself and be happy. Studying, family, and careers require dedication, hard work, and consume a lot of our time. It is essential that you do the things to help you relax, recuperate, and escape the daily physical and mental responsibilities from time to time. I take time to read, play sports, exercise, vacation, and hang out with friends. These outlets not only allow me to be a better father, husband, and physician, which are my most important responsibilities, but also to enjoy what life has to offer. The education you've received here at Quinta High School has really set you up for a bright future. The rest is now up to you. I wish each of you the best of luck and happiness in your future endeavors. Thank you, and congratulations, Blackhawks.
I told you it was special. All right, to present our senior scholars, once again, Mr. Michael Schneider.
Thank you, Dr. Lalani. It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you this year's senior scholars. Each of them has a cumulative GPA of a 4.0 or higher for the first 7 semesters of high school. This year we have 104 senior scholars. Scholars, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, senior scholars. You may now be seated.
At the front of our school, you will see 2 letters, IB. There's a lot of work that has gone into making that a special thing for La Quinta High School. We have Ms. Laura Bickford, who's going to come up. To recognize our IB candidates.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wilson. Thank you for being here, Blackhawks. In the fall of 1999, an academic program that offers the most rigorous high school curriculum in the world, the International Baccalaureate Program, or the IB, as we like to call it, made its debut at La Quinta High School. From among the hundreds of Blackhawks who braved the waters of IB to take courses in the program, a group of the truly courageous and dedicated rise up and choose to become full diploma candidates. This commitment means going above and beyond the demands of intensely challenging coursework. These students engage in community service, write a 4,000-word essay. That's right, I said 4,000 words. A 4,000-word essay based on independent research in a field of their choosing. They take an additional course, our Theory of Knowledge course, and then cap these experiences by taking the required rigorous college-level written and oral exams in not just 1, 2, 3 classes, but 6. all across the curriculum. It's impressive. There are plenty of reasons why many full diploma alumni return to La Quinta to tell us, compared to the full IB program, college is easy. Might be. Let's find out. We're proud of the program, and we're especially proud of you students. I congratulate you candidates on your passion in the pursuit of excellence. I'm pleased tonight to acknowledge the IB program's 25 full diploma candidates in the class of 2018. Will you proud and brave 25 please rise for recognition? Thank you.
All right, we tonight have 3 outstanding young ladies who finished at the top of their class. We are going to start with our salutatorian, Malin Ozarin. Malin is a full IB diploma student. She serves as captain of the tennis team, secretary of Key Club, and a member of the robotics team. In addition, she contributed to the school's newspaper as an art editor and was the volunteer at JFK Memorial Hospital. She will attend Cal State Fullerton, where she will become a nurse anesthetist. Thank you. I practiced all day for that and I messed it up. And Malin has earned a cumulative 5.0857 GPA.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Good evening, friends, family, teachers, and staff, and most importantly, my fellow class of 2018. My name is Malin Ozarin, and as salutatorian, it is with honor and gratitude that I have the pleasure to address you all on this special occasion. So, when I first began to think about writing this speech, I was met with complete horror in regards to how daunting this task seemed to be. Like, I'm not the best advice giver, so, don't expect too much. But, I'll try. I could tell you to not procrastinate anymore since, high school has really heightened our skills for that, but it seemed like it would be kind of a shout into the void, and honestly, it'd be hypocritical of me to say something like that. But anyway, I was afraid I could not perfectly articulate the same sort of feelings that everyone in our class has felt throughout high school, because it's true. Each of us come from incredibly different backgrounds, and we have all had different overall experiences. But I still think there are similar moments that we can share. We've grown up together, for the most part, witnessed the same pop culture, memes, trends. We've all experienced pep rallies with all those various performances, or maybe we've watched sports games or plays, and we have all definitely suffered together through the dreaded weight of schoolwork. It's hard to overlook the tremendous amounts of work that we've all put into being able to sit out here in our caps and gowns. And no matter which classes you took, whether it be IB, AP, CP, or if you are part of the various academies that we have at LQ, I think we can agree on some things. For example, on our first day of high school, whether you began here or some other school, we were enveloped in such awkwardness and even excitement that came with starting a new chapter in our lives. And ironically, today feels the exact same. But luckily, in the time since then, we can look back at our past selves and, most importantly, appreciate how far we've come. Because, we've reached such a pivotal moment in our lives, and we can gladly say that we all have survived, no matter our background. And as we approach our futures, when we remove our caps and gowns tonight and this ceremony becomes all but a memory, I hope that everyone can understand that though our differences exist and should be acknowledged, we still have a commonality. As a class, as the future generation, we have a responsibility to our society and to each other. We're all important, no matter where we come from. We are undeniably unalike and always will be, but our power comes from the similarities that we share in the struggles of life. We should use this shared knowledge as a basis to uplift each other. It is our privilege to improve by learning from our past and the glory and the sacrifices that we have made. We can learn from our differences, our separate cultures, and help ourselves grow, even at our own pace. and especially improve the world as we see it. I'd like to end by thanking all the faculty and especially the teachers for guiding us to this successful moment. And of course, limitless amounts of gratitude goes out to the friends and families out there who have supported the students in front of me. I would also like to especially thank my parents and my brother for continuously giving me the love, support, and strength, which are some things that I definitely needed throughout high school. And so we continue with the program, and we will all leave tonight as victors. Appreciate the differences found in others to uplift society and each other and not tear it down. Best of luck to us all in whatever endeavors life may bring. Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you.
We were fortunate to end with 2 co-valedictorians. First up tonight will be Adria Burton. Adria is also a full IB diploma candidate. Adria played on the varsity basketball team. She served in ASB for 4 years and is the current vice president. She will attend Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, where she will study to be an architect. Adria also earned a cumulative GPA of 5.142.
You know when you're looking around and you find yourself wondering, how did I get here? Standing here today, I'm drawn to a moment significant to nobody but myself. I mean, do we have a destiny? It was 8th grade, and we were talking about valedictorian and salutatorian, words which were basically meaningless to us, when the kid next to me says, "You're gonna be valedictorian." I bet he doesn't remember, but I remember. We have such an impact on others with our words. At the time, I had no plans to even be full IB diploma, let alone the valedictorian. My grandfather passed away in the fall of my sophomore year, and he was the valedictorian of his small class in Idaho. So, destiny or not, it's a weird world. In this weird world, it's easy to get lost. And if you're sitting here and you're wondering, you're panicking, where do I go next? What do I do? The answer is to go with your heart. Even if you don't know what to do something. Then you'll find your dream along the way. Freshman year, I only knew that I cared about hard work and education, so that's what I did. And then I got this report card, and I saw the future in that moment. I remember thinking, there it is. That's my dream. I went, and I got it. But today isn't a day about me. In fact, it's not a day about a single one of us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't together. Today, of all days, is not a day of separation, but a day of unification. Today, everything is stripped away. Every grade, every difference disappears. We all earned the same diploma, and after today, we all check that same box, high school graduate. Never in your life is there a day like graduation day. There's so few opportunities to truly start over with a blank slate. From here on out, we all graduated from La Quinta High School, and we all become close. Friends or not, we did it together. We understand life these past 4 years. We just know. From now on, any La Quinta High School graduate of the class of 2018 is as good as your best friend. Take a moment and let go of every grudge and every mistake. Forgive, forget, and grow. Take a moment to remember this moment. You know the person beside you because you picked that seat, but who's behind you and who's in front of you? You're there together in this moment and forever. So remember it. One of my biggest regrets is that I didn't treasure my first moment here. I didn't take the time as I took that first step onto this campus. I rushed. But you can believe that I will treasure my last. When you take that last step tonight, out of the gate, out of high school, give it your time. Make eye contact with someone, anybody, and memorize that moment, your last moment. In fact, wherever you go, be there. Show up and take the time. Thank you to every coach or teacher who believed in me and every friend that took the time to get to know me. I'm thankful every day for my parents and my brother who have given me the gift of their time and their love. Thank you, La Quinta, for letting all of us become people that we are proud of. Congratulations, graduates and parents of the class of 2018.
And our second valedictorian is Sienna Sutton. Sienna is also a full IB diploma candidate. Sienna is a 4-year cheerleader and serves as secretary of the California Scholarship Federation. She will attend UCLA in the fall, where she will study to be a pediatrician. Sienna, as did her colleague, earned a cumulative GPA of 5.142.
I found it, okay. Good evening, families, friends, faculty, and class of 2018. I'm honored to speak before you tonight as one of your co-valedictorians. First and foremost, I would like to extend a special thank you to my family, friends, and greatest supporters for helping me reach this landmark achievement in my life. I am truly grateful and cannot imagine having done it without your support. Approximately 10 years ago, I sat in my bedroom wearing my Hannah Montana pajamas and I watched High School Musical 3. I was so fascinated by the fact that they were graduating from high school, and my greatest aspiration was to someday do the same thing. Never did I imagine that time would pass so quickly, and I would soon be standing before all of you to deliver this speech. With that, class of 2018, I guess at this point it is fitting to offer the ever so overused phrase of, "We made it." Despite its overuse, these 3 words hold a lot of truth. We have made it through 4 years, or 720 days of high school. We have made it through loads of homework and classwork, sleepless nights studying to bring our grades up even if only by 1%, waking up early every day to get ready for school, and extremely slow walkers in the school hallways. We have made it through the anxious period of waiting to receive college decisions. Took Karina a little longer to get through that. We have made it through stressing over IB and AP exams, class rank, and SAT scores. We have made it through exams that we passed and exams that we epically failed. Despite the moments in which we might have doubted our abilities, we have finally reached the point in which we can put ourselves in an oversized gown and odd-looking cap and walk across the football field to receive a document that signifies the achievement of our hard work, a point for which most of us have been anxiously waiting for 4 years. Regardless of the fact that we have most certainly made it, we all have a long journey ahead of us. As we move on to tackle the endeavors of our future, whatever those may be, I encourage myself and all of you to always cherish our yesterdays and look forward to our tomorrows. May you always remember what it felt like to lose your voice in the crowded and spirited birdcage of football games, to dance carelessly at homecoming and prom, to be a member of a sports team on campus, shout out to my cheer team, to win a game or match of your sport in DVL and possibly CIF, and to laugh and cheer at pep rallies, especially with that amazing boys powder puff performance this year. Many of us will always cherish the meaning of being a member of a club, program, or organization on campus, and what it felt like to set foot in La Quinta High School from the first day of our freshman year to the moment in which we will walk across the football field for the final time. Soon, all of these events and sensations will only be passing figments, but they will always remind us of what it meant to be a student at La Quinta High School. Moving forward, the inevitable fact is that our paths will diverge, and new memories will be made that are unique to each one of us. As we embark on these individual paths, I hope that I and all of you will strive to make a difference, always be unapologetically and fearlessly ourselves, never stop improving upon ourselves, and always remain kind and humble in our manner. Though I have not been fortunate enough to meet every one of you, I am exceedingly proud and lucky to call myself a member of this graduating class. I wish you all nothing but success, happiness, and fulfillment in the journey of your future. Congratulations, class of 2018, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
All right, guys, you're getting close. Mr. Bailey, would you join me at the podium, please? Superintendent Bailey, I do hereby certify that all seniors participating in tonight's ceremony have met both the graduating requirements set forth by the state of California as well as Desert Sands Unified School District. Mr. Bailey, it is a great pride I present to you the graduating class of 2018.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson, and good evening, Blackhawk Nation. It is with immense pride as superintendent under the authority of the Desert Sands Unified School District, Board of Education, and the state of California that I accept the La Quinta High School class of 2018 and declare on this day, June 8th, 2018, that these students, these Blackhawks, are now graduates.
It is time for the presentation of the diplomas. If I could have all of our dignitaries, please assist in presenting the diplomas. Oh, yes. As the dignitaries walk out to the stage, at this time, I would like to acknowledge our counseling department. Our lead counselor is Carol Ramirez, Veronica Davis, Philip No, Alice Peterson, Elva Pena, and Dr. Ashley Shantz. First row.
Is this on? I don't know. What? How do I know if it's on? Stay there. It should be on. I hope so.
And then they got out of order. I don't know what happened. Just read it. Yeah, Santa Sutton. So you can go ahead and get started.
You know, it's 2 to 1, right? Okay, so they say 2 names. Is this on?
Sienna doesn't have a card. So go ahead and start.
Sienna Sutton.
And then you read the next one after there when you're taking a picture. Okay, go ahead.
Karina Maciel. Adria Margaret Burton. Sorry.
Jessica Valentina Porelli. Dylan Matthew Reese.
Malen Iradet Quinta Azarin.
Logan Kirk Prescott.
Kayla Alagos.
Hadar Gamliel.
Kevin Ayala.
Leslie Ann Loza Zamora.
Marco Antonio Dominguez.
Samantha McQuixley Castro.
Ryan Whalen Chu.
Jose Maria Lopez.
Jonathan Marcel Lopez.
Alejandro Robles.
Madison Ann Burns.
Spencer Dean Lowell. Brooke Morgan Lardnoit.
Caroline Myers.
Karime Meza. Megan Brianna Tisai.
Katrina de la Cruz Estacio.
Madison Leanne Tisai. Alberto Garcia Jr.
Sam Jr. Zook.
Viviana Zavala. Alyssa Marie Reese.
Parker Dean Wallace.
Alejandra Guerrero.
Jairo Abinaida Verduzco.
Damaris Gonzalez Banuelos. Pamela Granados Quiros.
Fabián Esparza González.
Samantha Lee Stolzoff. Haley Alyssa Nixon.
Iván Andres Fernandez.
Zoe Jade Hammonds. Samantha Lynn Simmons.
Todd Joseph Becker.
William Henry Borman III. Mark Allen Trujillo.
Liliana Adamari Flores.
Jessica Rosaki Tamblin. Danny Murray.
Lauren Isabel Lacandula Balbo.
Matthew James Keimer. Nicole Elizabeth Mailer.
Bailey Elizabeth Franklin.
Elena Isabel Leon. Andrew Joseph Sitko.
Hannah Christine Durkee.
Tao Wen Nguyen.
John Antonio Wadland.
Stephanie Vasquez Munoz. Celine Renee Waters.
Sandy Lamb.
Madeline Marie Wallace. Santiago Magana.
Carmina Abad.
Serena Ihina Lopez Garcia. Jessica Bree Glafelti.
Jordan Flynn.
Donnie Abril Labacani. Katrina Nicole Hogin.
Nefertiti Benson Usiade.
Lauren Jean Humphreys. Trinity Marie Marhafer.
Alejandro Sanchez.
Valeria Itzel Prado Castillo. Jonathan Joseph Rosas.
Jordan Allen Nelson.
Marcela Maruazzi Gallo. Tatiana Alexis Woodworth.
Julian Hernandez.
Peyton J. Duncan. Mia Nicole Ortega.
Chase Jonathan Thomas Hapner.
Alyssa Marie Valencia. Mark Anthony Osorio.
William Andres Lopez.
Kiara Angelique Jackson. Jabine Berenice Rocha.
Cooper James Mello.
Andrea Rose Swartz. Yoyana Quillones.
Caitlin Nicole Duran.
Litzy Alejandra Galindo. Cassandra Imani Chow.
Maya Jerrylyn Bickman.
Samuel Seth Pedro Marin. Shane Kishan Lisa Kamara.
Preston Lee Zilliot.
Christian Martin Luivano. Melinda Garcia.
Robert David Moreno.
Zachary Hugh Wisdom. Jaden Lee Weaver.
Diego Ernesto Nieto.
Thea Marie Spees. Amanda Andrea May Wilkerson.
Omid Tamuri Jam.
Caitlin Alyssa Pagela. Samuel Nathan Workman.
Raimundo Lopez Amaya.
Kaylee Iniguez. Emily Marie Gomez.
Julissa Armenta.
Caitlin Danielle Meza. Celeste Aine Meza.
Joel Luis Palafox.
Zoe Drew Natividad. Courtney Lynn Woods Garris.
Isabela Beltran.
Ileana Leon Hernandez. Kyrie Padilla.
Alondra Magayon.
Samantha Crystal Vargas. Jada Varaz Lopez.
Jeremy E. Baker.
Emiliano Fox Jimenez. Andres Lopez.
Celia Baldanabro.
Haley Nicole Schneider. Ayla Mejia Castro.
Rochelle Estrada.
Leslie Diana Leon Sanchez. Yalitza Tapia Ramirez.
Jessica Monique Fragoso.
Thomas Richard Mooney. Desmond Deshaun Wilson.
Cameron Michelle Cruz.
Marcos Pablo Galleta. Leslie Eileen Lopez Mendoza.
Reina Elise Doherty.
Eileen Lara Guerrera. Alexis Trinity Tinajiro.
Giovanna Michelle Borghetti.
Vanessa Pompa Zavala. Jessica Villegas Reyes.
Janae Benita Santiago.
Savannah Sky Gill. Ashley Areli Vega.
Julia Diane Castro.
Melanie Nicole Hamner. Brianna Nicole Sloan.
Karime Itzel Cubas.
Maitzi Vargas. Jeremy Al Rabago.
Emily Laura Castle.
Kevin Raul Vidal Rodriguez. Megan Renee Steffen.
Keone Ruiz Ayala.
Brisenia Rose Miranda. Carson Sarita Hughes.
Maya Lori Estrada.
Camila Osorio Rodriguez. Gregory Alexander Rubio.
Abigail Chaluca Sixtos.
Jose Luis Garcia. Robert Cruz Smoot.
Alma Anaeli Astorga.
Tori Lynn Thayer. Ricky Tong.
Ana Marina Avina.
Gordon Lee Haskell. Juan Ramon Reese Jr.
Ivan Acosta Tellez.
Gary William Robles. Isabella Reina Lupita Manso Santiago.
Matthew James Diaz.
Madison Ray Smith. Madison Rabin.
Sterling Reese Dahl.
Ileana Lopez. Romel Malari Lara.
Jasmine Fernandez.
Robert Galvan. Juan David Sanchez.
Brittany Anderson.
Kalia Giselle Garcia. Mia Angel Gonzalez.
Joseph Mark Fussner.
Manuel Isaiah Gamboa. Augustine Elias Gamboa.
Colin Joseph Belitz.
Mariah Raylene Suarez. Dominique Reina Zabalza.
Jackson Todd Fisher.
Angie Milan. Adriana Vargas.
Brandon Acosta.
Melissa Guadalupe Urias. Elena Nicole Oriana. Rona.
Joseph Thomas Fisher.
Ivy Lynn Ramirez. Brenda Abigail Juarez Peralta.
Caitlin Michelle Irwin.
Sarajevo Jacqueline Morales Villa. Sarah Nicole Trejo.
Juliana Rose Crystal.
Viviana Abigail Murrieta Sanchez. Genesis Raquel Zalada Duran.
Gino Israel Cortez Barba.
Dariana Peregrina Rojo. Danny Ha.
Danielle Nicole Briseño.
Jordan Peterson Nadler.
Alyssa Nicole Rodriguez.
Vanessa Ashley De Leon.
Kayla Lynn McAfee. Wilhelm F. Scott Wallace.
Alexis Sandra Contreras.
Anthony Raymond Isaiah Rojas. Salvador Jr. Lopez.
Nathaniel Stanley Schultz.
Didi Mariah Loredo. Kailani Jada Kuwahi Ku Kaupalilani Sursi.
Daniel Rivas Ceja.
Haley Alexis Obradovich. Bailey Jordan Roth.
Anielo Elian Beltran Renteria.
Destiny Marie Guthrie. Gabriel Joseph Sanchez.
Angel Camacho Zamora.
Stephen Thomas Poole. Thomas John Wolfe.
Caesar Benjamin Carrillo.
Austin John Romero. Abraham Isaac Garza.
Jose Enrique Calderon.
George Luis Gutierrez. Juan Antonio Sandoval.
Alexis Olegario Chaides.
Chandler Austin Gahn. Kevin Alejandro Hernandez.
Daniel Becerra.
Benjamin David Engel. Molly Pisa.
Kira Elizabeth Bloom.
Michaela Nicole Lasco. Humberto de Jesus Arenas.
Mason Pierce Dahl.
Yasi Narada Leva.
Mark Vince Casibang.
Kiara Marie Palayo. Erica Amparo Pacheco Rodriguez.
Zoser Castro.
Leslie Alondra Ordaz. Victor Nguyen.
Luis Rodolfo Diaz.
Yaneli Gonzalez. Delaney Gonzalez.
John Travis Blau.
Ilana Valdez. Daniel Magana Mendez.
Abigail Ayala.
Isaac Salazar.
Isela Lucia Zamora Chavez.
Alexis Brianna Garcia. Aldo Garcia.
Maria Jose Felix Lopez.
Augustine Alejandro Rivera. Brandon Philip Roberts.
Kareli Beltran.
Alaya Lopez. Ashley Michelle Gonzalez Garcia.
Benjamin Andres Beltran Zamora.
Victoria Lynn Montes. Michelle Cecilia Lopez.
Kate Davis.
Manuel Jaime Nunez Zapata. Joseph Giovanni Lopez Robles.
Crystal Aguilar Zamora.
David Ulysses Tolano Jr. Jesus Hernandez.
Kelsey Adrian.
Frida Pareja Paez. Brianda Karen Rangel.
Jacqueline Madeline Carrillo.
Rosario Elizabeth Victorio. Roger Lopez.
Rosalinda Escobar Prado.
Miguel Melcher Botello. Luis Enrique Zuniga.
Dominique Zarni.
Joel Martin Valdivia. Jose Francisco Padilla Jimenez.
Amanda Lee Dawson.
Nicholas Eli Geronimo.
Brandy Danielle Diaz.
Raymond Manuel Luna. Nathan Lee Toothman.
Amy Blancarte.
Marco Antonio Rodriguez. Gabriel Matthew Rios.
Sergio Matthew Ayala.
Luis Ivan Olivares. Gemma Valenzuela.
Valerie Renee Cook.
Haley Sky Squires. Maribel Esperanza Zuniga.
Erica Elise Sherland.
Adriana Marie Guillen. Giselle Vargas.
Gwyneth Grace Foss.
Devin Marie Doyle. Ashton Nicole Mudry.
Isabel Faith Clark.
Angelica Soria.
Alexandra Betancourt.
Ariana Rose Soto. Iris Brianna Mendez.
Angela Maria Flores.
Jonathan Milan. Christopher Miguel Ortiz.
Ana Verónica Carrillo Ortiz.
Antonio Aaron Rocha. Alfredo Reese Rivera.
Leslie Sartano Arroyo.
Javier Eduardo Geronimo.
Adjua Akins.
Alexandria Cheyenne Naomi Reese. Elijah Deshaun Hicks.
Jonathan Enrique Blandon.
Isaiah Iquai Garcia. Miguel Gerardo Rodriguez.
Carlos David Avendaño.
Kendrick Hysan Tran. Victor Andres Reyes Salas.
Jesus Alejandro Beltrán Rios.
Avery Hannah Mendoza. David Robert Viefhaus.
Tyler Edward Alexander.
Benjamin David Vasiliou. Isaiah Matthew Santos.
Isaac Edward Cornelius.
Brandon Sanchez. Michael Gabriel Janish.
Alfredo Chavez.
Samantha Marie Montano. Arissa Rose Kiani Edralin Venegas.
Diamond Acosta.
Victoria Rose Lerma. Andres Valdez.
Carlo Andres Chapa.
Jonive Emith Silvas. Carolina Garcia.
Amanda Janae Armijo.
Adriana Monique Rodriguez. Jose Luis Hernandez.
Paul Joseph Casey.
Oscar Olivares Benito Camelo. Aaron Villalobos Carranza.
Joseph M. Benavides.
Parks Anthony Nealon. Joshua Rodriguez.
Gustavo Esquivel.
Blake Stephen Pruitt. Jamie Caitlin Triplett.
Alejandro Casares.
Ruben Servin. Jacob Marcel Perez.
Jason Angelo Cabignag.
Marlene Licea. Hunter Kenneth Panster.
Marco Antonio Arumbula Jr.
Thomas Daniel Powers. Aaron Thomas Kuhneman.
Joshua Cordero.
John Carlos Ortega. Timothy Patrick Greco.
Ali Murray Arledge.
Sebastian Valdez. Ethan Christopher Moore.
Mariana Escatel.
Braden Christopher Hawkins.
Kristen Michelle Clark Montez.
Stephanie Leanne Ivy. Marvin Dennis Merchant.
Asa Castillon.
Joseph Luis Covero.
Tony Garcia Alvarez.
Balin Matthew Head. Ryan Ashley Granger.
Alan Donato Castro.
Andres Zeferino Rodriguez. Dante Siqueiros.
Fabian Xavier Alvarez.
Cassandra Rose Thomas. Madeline Tabitha McKenzie.
Julian Delgado.
Laura Taylor Marie Walker. Ashlyn Paige Jeffers.
Cesar Escobar.
Nicholas Joseph Spinella. Hannah Andrea Vera.
Francisco James Cordova.
Amy Esperanza Lopez Avalos. Chloe Zahn.
Fernando Jose Arredondo.
Jonathan Romero Gomez.
Adrian Big Boat de Leon.
Salma Yasmin Ortega. Melissa Sandoval.
Luis Leonel Bautista.
Elena Gabrielle Papp. Roberto Antonio Hernandez.
Joel Christopher Franco.
Carlos Alexis Villa. Abil Hernandez.
Miguel Ángel Cavazos.
Hope Mackenzie Curley. Havana Dawn Zanesco.
Julian Adam de la Fuente.
Nicholas Daniel Robles. Mackenzie May Glasper.
Madeline Constance Engel.
Anthony Michael Tellez. Brandon Alexander Meadows.
Jacob Allen Conradi.
Frankie Reese. Jocelyn Itati Mendez.
Carlos Anthony Diaz.
Fabian Denali Perez.
Pedro Boteo.
Marnie Ramirez. Asael Womack.
James Edward Collins.
Nick Perez Aguirre. Javier Nuño.
Isabel Camarena.
Sergio Luzania. Christian Gonzalez.
Jorge Sebastian Camacho Carrillo.
Callista Chelsea Zapata. Maria Rosario Morales.
Jason Anthony Castro.
Frank Owen Sanders. Emily Rose Ojeda.
Valeria Bustos Herrera.
Christian Thomas Trujillo Perez. Caroline Marie Wilmoski.
Vanessa Elizabeth Barajas.
Valeria Gonzalez Moreno. Kayla Renee Pavia.
Catalina Camacho.
Alyssa Victoria Nunez. Noel Magallanes.
Cassidy Bell Arce.
Zachary Scott Neal. Carson Christopher Moore.
Skylar Cabrera.
Christopher James Macmillan. Hira Singh Chandi.
Edith Abigail Aldaz.
Michael Eldon Smith. Ryan Patrick Herrera.
Melody Joanna Berg.
Devin Patrick Williams. Zoe Kathleen Kensley.
Charlotte Barbie.
Audrey Savannah Maria Hernandez. Evelyn Rose Ponce.
Jeanette Bocanegra.
Alyssa Samantha Tarango. Lexi Marie Martinez.
Angelique Celaya Flores.
Flor Denise Montes Saavedra. Kimberly Gastelum.
Lina Carrillo.
Samson Kirkland. Jason Allen Turan.
Allison Lauren Bledsoe.
Juan de Dios Martinez. Cedric Christian Jalunix.
Tristan Luke de la Riva.
Tyler Donald Webb. Carlin Schaefer.
Gloria Charlene Diaz.
Alan Tamayo. Abel Tamayo.
Valeria Felix.
Rocio Karen Santiago. Diana Michelle Hernandez.
Celeste Esparza Sandoval.
Ian Carlos Pinter. Robert Sandoval.
Brianna Jacqueline Castillo Fuentes.
Sofia Janice Quintana. Delicia Marie Martinez.
Jennifer Acosta Miranda.
Elizabeth Lopez. Leanne Nicole Smith.
Michelle Suzanne Chartrand.
Alana Cherise Wilson. Daisha Kashmir Roseanne Stevenson.
Fernanda Ceballos.
Jesus Navor. Eric Zavala.
Emily Marie Calderon.
Anthony Gabriel Prince. Francisco Ponce.
Alan Fang.
Jesus Sanchez.
Tyler Stephen Brundy.
Brendan Widgerson. Brisa Lucero.
Jacinto Delgado.
Jessie Annette Rios Huerta. Natalie Marie Medrano.
Nora Fabiana de Lara.
Mariah Nicole Medrano. Michaela Jordan Smith.
Crystal Avery Alvarez.
Josiah Ivana Zapata. Sydney Layla White.
Ethan Andrew Avon.
Brittany Jaramillo. Clarissa Monique Gomez.
Anastasia Marina Rose Brooker.
Isabella Felix Lomeli. Evelyn Velasco Ramirez.
Stefania Clarissa Aguado.
Jeffrier Munoz. Madeline Willman.
Christian Anthony Elms.
Erica Joe Quintero. Juan Roberto Gonzalez Jr.
Mark Roman Wadland.
Jonathan Lopez Posaros. Ruben Sammy Navarro.
Christopher Allen.
Tupac Amaru Lopez Navas. Kaylin Faith Rodarte.
Joseph Alonso.
Irie Marie Powell. Yesenia Texaxco.
Gilberto Aguilar.
Luvanye Littleton. Savannah Joan Leaney.
Christian Cardenas.
Audric Thomas Merriman. Nathan Alexander Mendoza.
Joseph Christopher Carroll.
John David Torres. Andrew Russell Hunter.
Gerardo Alexis Aguirre.
Nathaniel Sanchez Garza. Brianna Salcedo Cerda.
Joey Anthony Frias.
Stephanie Olivares. Francisco Javier Rodriguez.
Christian Sanchez.
Antonio Hinojosa. April Ileana Sanchez Delgado.
Ashley Ray Avina.
Emily Danielle Montez. Isabel Ann Ramigo.
Hillary Calais Berrigan.
Ryan Allen Pete.
Sebastian Rafael Arcano Torres.
Sydney Amanda Roberts.
Marlene Alejandro Arellano.
Lara Louise Spence.
Brianna Alexis Contreras.
Yep. Graduates of 2018, I'm going to ask you to have a seat one more time. I need Santiago Magana to join me on the stage. So, Santiago, he is finishing up his year as ASB president. It is an understatement to say that Santiago was a great leader. He was more than that. We will miss him. Santiago will now assist with the turning of the tassels.
La Quinta High School, class of 2018, please stand for the turning of the tassel. Now join me in turning it from right to left.
Parents, families, friends. In a moment, the graduates will be ushered to the track on either side of the stadium. The fireworks will soon follow. For the safety of everyone, I ask that you remain seated until the end of the fireworks. At that time, you will be invited onto the field to be with your graduates. Class of 2018, it is official. You may now usher yourselves out to the track. Thank you, Mr. Fleischman. Mr. Delgado, fireworks, please. Please allow the fans onto the field.